a children's book, I think aimed 5 to 10-year-olds, about your father. The kids really get involved now in campaigns.
Yes.
8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, they support people.
I was just interviewed by a 12-year-old today who knew so much about politics.
Hi, I'm Harrison Gilman, and I'm here with Time for Kids magazine in Santa Barbara Middle School Teen Press. And here I am at Barnes & Noble in Glendale, California. And today I will be interviewing Meghan McCain, John McCain's daughter. She just wrote her new book, My Dad, John McCain, and I'm here to cover it. And so hopefully I'll get a really good interview. Let's go inside. Hi, I'm Harrison. I'm with Time for Kids magazine in the Santa Barbara Middle School Teen Press, and I'm here with
Meghan McCain.
Tell me about why you wrote the book, My Dad, John McCain.
I wrote the book because I thought it would be a good way to translate my father's story to children, because it's kind of an intense story, and I actually had been meeting a lot of people on the road that weren't aware of my dad's story, and I thought it would be a nice way to translate it for a younger audience.
Did your father read and review the book before the first copy was published?
He saw some of the final drafts, yeah. He was like very emotional. He was like, oh, it's beautiful. He really likes it.
And can you tell me a little bit about Senator McCain as a father?
Sure. We have a very, playful relationship. He's a great dad. He's very silly with me. I think the man you see on TV is so different than the father he is to me. He's just fun. He's really cool, and we get along great. So.
Did you have a favorite book that your father would read to you as a kid?
Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh,
that's my favorite. Yeah, kids book. Yeah, I just got asked that. It's my favorite kids book.
Oh, really? And so, how did you find the time to write a book during the presidential campaign?
I don't sleep very much, so I would do it at night. And there's actually a lot of downtime on the road because we go to events, and then a lot of time there's like a few hours between driving or flying. There's actually a lot more downtime than you think. So in between, and it's only 32 pages, so it wasn't like I wrote a 400-page novel.
And so how about like with the illustrations? What was your thought about that, and how did you choose them?
I went through a few illustrators. The publisher came to me with some examples, and I really liked Dan's work that he had done before. And he actually did some stuff with the American Girl books, which I don't know if you're familiar with them. And I just really liked, I think they're very fluid, and I like how it looks like I'm literally taking pictures out and showing people as I read the story.
Yeah, I thought that was great too. I had read the book. What was the biggest transition from being behind the scenes to being in the spotlight?
Just that once in a while people yell at me at the airport. I was going through the airport yesterday, and this guy was like, "Sight on the view, sight on the view." I was like, so.
And so I've been following your blog previously to this interview, and I was curious, when did you come up with the idea to do a daily blog about the campaign, and why?
Last July was when the initial concept came up, and the first post ever was October 1st last year, so almost a year. And I'm not very good at public speaking, and Chelsea Clinton, when she campaigned for her mom, she would speak and do rallies, but I'm not very good at that. I get very nervous, and you have to be very clear on policy questions, and it's just not my thing. But I love pop culture, and I love the web, and I just thought it would be a great way for me to put my skills to good use.
Yeah, I'd seen that you put some music on the blog. Do you have any favorite genres of music?
I love everything, and I've just started loving country music since the campaign started. Yeah, I never liked it before, and then we went to Nashville actually, and I just have explored it, and now I'm like, Sugarland's my new favorite band, and I love it, yeah.
So some of your favorite bands like Sugarland, are there any other ones?
Oh God, I love everything. I really love everything across the board. I love rap and rock and old school and jazz and blues. I love everything.
Yeah, that's great.
It just depends what mood you're in.
Yeah. In previous interviews, you say that you're going to be the most outspoken first daughter. What would be some ideas that you'd like to tackle if your father becomes president?
Well, I think first of all, I love the idea of keeping the blog active and blogging as the first daughter, if that were to happen. And of course, cannot happen. We're going to see what happens on Election Day. But I think that the White House has a lot of mystery surrounded by it, and I don't really, even as the daughter of a senator, I don't really know what goes on in there. And I'm just curious. I myself am curious, so I think I would just talk about it more.
What would be the first thing that you'd do if your father became president?
Celebrate. I don't know. I was like, take a vacation, relax. Yeah, I'd obviously probably start crying. I don't know.
Where do you think you'd go on vacation?
I don't know. We've been trying to think of a place to go, and maybe our cabin in Sedona. I don't know. Someplace mellow.
Yeah. What would be the first thing that you do in the White House?
Okay, so apparently there's this huge kitchen with all this ice cream. This is what I've heard. I know, like rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of ice cream. I'd find out if that's true.
What are some of your favorite ice cream flavors?
Mint chocolate chip, Rocky Road, fish food, Cherry Garcia.
Yeah. My favorite.
Delicious.
Yeah. What would you like to do after the campaign has ended?
Write more. I'd like to write a book about like an adult satire about the campaign trail. So that's what I hope to do.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.